They're actually shake jump buried, so fuck yeah, Baker Baker.
Allow me to introduce myself. Who knows what dastardly crime he might perpetrate next?
He's a very clever arch criminal who must be put away. Another innocent victim of his homicidal maniac.
Going on, you little jerks. You know, one thing about working from home and out of your house is that you'll get so caught up with work, well, I guess if you actually do work, where like little things start to build up and before you know it, your house is just trash and there's clutter just everywhere. Oh man, I can't stand it. But sometimes you gotta stop, check yourself, clean the area up, and move on. If you're ever stressed and frustrated in life and you look around your room or your house, your apartment, and it's cluttered, clean it up, clear it up, and I guarantee you'll feel a hell of a lot better. Especially if you leave the house for the day and then come back later and everything's fucking clean. It's like, hells yeah. This is a segue into something. However, it's pretty late right now, the sun is down, so I can't really finish it until the sun comes up. But those that have been watching for a while may remember me saying I was going to explain the story about me being homeless, or talk about it a little bit. That has to do with this house. To be continued tomorrow, which for you it will be like right now. Alright, so if you saw my new movie, Damnit's Not Dead Yet, Inspiration for the Different, link will be in the description. I probably have to fix that link, I don't think it works. However, if it doesn't work, just go to ajdamnit.com and watch it there. And fucking share it with somebody. I know I plugged that movie and plugged that a lot. It's because like I worked really hard on it and I almost didn't release it, and I'm glad that I did because all the feedback that I've got from it has been fucking amazing. Yes, it is like an hour long, under an hour, but Kanish, my gym partner Kanish, Mike, he watched it and he doesn't care about anything. Mind you, he's that kind of guy. Like, he cares about lifting, guitars, eating, and harassing his wife, and that's it. Like, he doesn't care about anything else. It's hard to impress him is what I'm saying. But even he said it was the fastest hour he's ever spent of his life. So it's constant entertainment, it's good. Like I said, the feedback has been great. I was thinking I might say fuck YouTube's rules and upload it to the channel, but I'm sure it will be taken down within 24 hours probably. However, go watch it and share it, fucking share it. I want that son of a bitch viral. I worked really hard on it. Okay, enough about the movie. However, if you did see it, you kind of know the backstory on how I got homeless the second time. I guess. I don't go too much into it, but you kind of get the gist of it. I'm gonna go more into it right now. So I'm homeless, but I have like 3 jobs at this point. Like, I know you're like, how is that even possible? Believe you me, it is. I was sleeping in this shitty 97 Grand Am, and I was working these 3 really shitty jobs, and I came across this house on Craigslist. There's an ad on Craigslist. And so I drove up to it and I was like, if you don't know what you're looking for, you don't already know this house is here, you would never find it. It sits behind this apartment complex. So I drove up and down the street like 3 or 4 times before I thought to myself, maybe it's like back at that drive. So I pulled back there, sure enough, boom, there's the red house over yonder. Yeah, Jimi Hendrix. And I remember going on the side of the house and I stepped on the weird AC unit, whatever, central air thing, and I peeked through the window and I saw the curve of the wall downstairs, and I don't know what was about the curve. I was like, I have to have this house. Like, that was, I don't know what it was, something about this, how it was laid out, the location, there's nothing really around it. I have all this room to do whatever I want. I'm like, I have to have this house. So I am busting my ass day and night. I never had a day off. If I had a day off, it was like I only had to go to like one job that day. And I was sleeping in my car and I was just doing whatever it took to get the money together to get this fucking house. I worked really hard. So, you know, being that hungry and being rock bottom, so to speak, and working really hard and setting a goal of like, I want that house. But the point is, like, it was like my first leg up, my first like goal I set for myself, and I nailed it. You know what I mean? So this house is a representation of just, for me, what hard work does. It's everything. Like, it just embodies everything. Now this house is old. It was built in the year 1900, that's 1900, so this house is basically falling apart. I wouldn't want anyone to live in this house. Like, the basement constantly floods, it's probably black mold in the basement, it has this terrible smell about it. So like, no matter how much I try to keep it clean, there's always just this, like, I don't know, filth feeling, so to speak. And I mentioned before the vlog, like, I don't even try to make it look homey or anything like that. I work out of it, and I live here, and like, that's it. I don't try to impress anybody. Which brings me to the whole point of talking about the house. I have another goal, amongst all the other goals. But it's a goal that, it doesn't make sense financially, but in my gut, it makes sense, and I don't know how I'm going to do it, because I mean, anyone that's been watching for a while knows that, like, you know, you quit your job to do whatever you want. Money is not exactly gonna be not a problem. So I originally said, like, I want a warehouse. That's what I want. I want a warehouse where I can work out of, I would live there, I can do whatever I want to there. That's what I want. That has like a kitchenette sort of thing, running water, bathroom, like, I'm about that life. Like, that's what I do. That's like ultimate goal. But warehouses, renting them, buying them, leasing them are really expensive. And besides, the amount of work that I do for my business, I don't really need that much space. So I've been thinking for the past couple months, right across the way from this house, across the lot, there are apartments. Same landlord owns the apartments as this house. I want to basically rent one of those apartments, and that will be my home. Like, everything's clean, everything's, you know, nice and taken care of, blah blah blah. But then I have the house here, the red house, for everything else that I do, as far as making videos, storing all my product, the screen printing, editing, everything that I'm involved in. This house basically will be a creator's cove, if you will. Anything you want to make, anything you want to create, you do it here. Like I said, I have a bit of emotion attachment to it, so it's hard just to let it go. And if I had the money, I would buy it. Like, I would never advise anyone to buy a house in Flint, especially with the whole water situation, but man, if I could, I would. Maybe one day. The house, being that it is sort of falling apart, it makes me want to move. It really does. Obviously, moving costs money. And if I ever was really going to move, it would be a legit move. Like, it would be back out west to Vegas or something like that, or I don't know, somewhere else, not like just in this city or even in this state. But I do like the idea of living in the apartments and having this to do all the things I want to do. Again, like I said, money-wise, it makes no fucking sense. I struggle every day with money. It doesn't make any sense at all. But in my gut, in my heart, it's like that, for some reason, that's what feels right. And I can't explain it. I guess the moral of the story is sometimes you gotta go based on your gut and you just gotta take a risk sometimes.
Say a few words.
Okay, but just as few as I possibly can.
today we had a bro down, me, myself, and I. That's right, bro day, chest and arm day. We're doing a lightweight week today, so everything's crazy light. I took it even a step further. I went even crazier lighter because Kanish, Mike, my gym partner, he's on vacation. He went up north, so he said he's not gonna go to the gym, period. So I know when he comes back, he's gonna be well rested and be like probably strong as fuck. And I can't get myself to take a rest week, whatever, from the gym. So I just lighten the weight even more and just focus on controlling the weight and the fucking squeeze, chasing the pump, kept everything 4 sets of 12, no more, no less, in and out. And honestly, it felt good, man. To really just do like a basic sort of routine like that as far as rep and set scheme or whatever. But update for those that happen to care as far as what I'm doing with fitness and bodybuilding, blah, blah, blah. I am still bulking, still trying to keep it lean, not crazy shredded, but we're relatively lean. I mean, the abs are pretty much still there. Focal points, same thing as always, trying to bring up the chest and the arms, the glamour muscles. See, I feel like those are weak for me. And the reason they are weak for me, those that may have been watching for a while, they know when I started lifting, when I started getting in the gym and all that, it wasn't for aesthetic purposes. It was just so I could be healthy and continue riding my skateboard. And because of that, I never focused on chest, I didn't focus on arms, I didn't focus on that. And now I regret it. I don't know how long I'm gonna bulk for either, I have no idea. Maybe I'll go the full year like I was supposed to. Last time I bulked, those that remember, I was supposed to bulk for a year, but I stopped because I had to lean on a little bit for that movie, because to me it would have just been weird. Like, if you've seen the movie, it would make sense why it would be weird to cut to the one scene where I'm in the gym, and then it's like, I'm fat, and it's just weird. I don't know, we'll see what happens. I'm comfortable where I'm at now as far as like, you know, getting stronger with the lifts and everything and not have to worry crazy, you know, about food. However, I'm gonna get my punk ass in the shower and we'll see where the day takes us. Ooh. So my buddy was in Buffalo recently, and he found some skateboard wheels in front of some random statue. I don't know, but he knows that I need skateboard wheels right now, and he also knows that I don't like to spend money unless I absolutely have to, so he picked them up for me. Hells yeah. They're used, but they're in way better condition than my wheels are right now. My wheels are just, it's over. They're gone. But the bearings, they're not moving, which isn't a big deal because my bearings are good. However, it gave me the idea to show you a trick that I know in case your bearings aren't moving, they need a little bit of oil, and you're in the street or you're at the park, you're like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna finish the sesh, man? Chill. Chill, bro. I got you covered. Alright, so make sure you get them good and saturated with the dipstick. And you may have to squeeze it and work it a little bit, but it will start to move again. You're welcome. Oh, and for the idiots, that's the oil dipstick. Okay.
Break the chains which bind you. The choice